What is going on, Nav Nation, and welcome back to another video. Today is all about Eevee Heroes and what is shaking out to be arguably the best set of 2021, if not the best set of the entire Sword and Shield era. So today we're going to go through all of the things that we know definitively about Eevee Heroes, all of the card lists, products, all of those things that have been revealed. But then we're also going to go through some information that most of you are probably unaware of when it comes to this product getting released later on this month. And then I'll go ahead and finish out with my investment opinion on this set and how I think it stacks up over the long term. But before we get started, guys, we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers as part of this awesome community. So make sure that you show your support for the channel by hitting that subscribe button. Now, we are also about a week away from the 1-year anniversary of the channel itself. So do me a favor, guys, let's try to get to 10,000 subscribers by next Wednesday, May 12th. That is the anniversary of the PokeNav channel. And sometimes I think to myself, it's so crazy that it has already been 1 year. So let's try to hit that 10,000 subscriber mark by next Wednesday, and we'll celebrate the 1-year anniversary as well as the milestone of hitting 10,000 subscribers. And as always, if you enjoyed this type of content, make sure that you hit that like button as well, and I appreciate it ahead of time. So let's go ahead and jump right into Eevee Heroes today, and we'll start off with all of the things that we know thus far with the set, with the card list, release date, all of those different things. Now, Eevee Heroes is set to release later this month on May 28th in Japan, and it looks like we are going to have a total set list of 69 cards, and that is before secret rares. So we don't know the entire set list yet, including secret rares. We will probably get that information about a week prior to the release date. So I would be checking back in, and I will also update you guys along the way once we have that full set list. But let's go ahead and start off. We'll jump into the cards here. Let's go on over to the screen, and we are on our trusted source as always, PokeBeach. And let's just go ahead and start off. We'll run through some of the cards that we have already gotten revealed for S6A, otherwise known as Eevee Heroes. And right off the bat, you can see we've got all of the evolutions included in this set. We've got right off the bat Leafeon here, a Leafeon V, and I tell you guys, these cards are so beautiful, and you'll see that there is a recurring theme among all of the different evolutions here. There's Flareon, we also have the Vaporeon here, the 3 original evolutions, Glaceon, and you can see that there is a common theme here. Just the artwork itself, very similar among all of these cards. Arguably the most popular here, we have the Espeon V and also the Umbreon V as well. These, in my opinion, are probably some of the most popular evolution cards. Now, poor Eevee did not get an Eevee V card. He's just a regular card in the set, but pretty cool here that he's looking up in the sky there at the Rayquaza. And again, guys, the artwork for this set is absolutely amazing. I'm blown away by what they did with the art on these cards, and we don't even have all of them revealed yet. So there, I'm sure, are even better things to come. And just scrolling on down here, some of the other ones that I thought were really interesting. I really like this Entei regular holo card, single strike card. Always cool to see some of those Generation 2 Pokemon making another debut within the TCG. Going on down here, we've got a couple more cards, nothing too crazy here. You know, Voltorb, single strike. And that's pretty much it thus far for most of the cards that we have revealed up until now. And as I said, I will continue to update you guys as we move along and as we start to learn more about the other cards that are being released here. Now, one thing that I do want to mention before we start moving into the products, and I know that is what you guys are really excited about and what I am really excited about as well, but with the booster packs, now, much like other Japanese sets, each booster pack will come with 5 cards, but there will be 1 extra card included in each booster pack, and that is a puzzle card. And that puzzle card, it will basically be a standalone puzzle game that utilizes the art and effects from the card game. So you're really getting an additional card in there for the same price as the 5-card booster pack, which I think is really cool, and it's something that appeals to fans that don't necessarily play the TCG. And that's something I'm going to get into later on here about how I really feel that Pokemon really decided to appeal more to the collectors in this set, in my opinion. Now, I've talked to some of my friends who are more into the competitive play scene, and it certainly appears that Pokemon concentrated specifically on the collectors for this set and maybe not so much on the competitive scene. So that's what we know thus far about the booster packs, the cool puzzle cards that will be included in here. Again, another collector's type of feature. And then that is what we know thus far about the cards. Now, let's go ahead and move on to arguably the biggest thing from Eevee Heroes, and that is what is known as the Eeveelution set. Now, this is very similar to what we saw with the Marnie Pokemon card gym set. Very similar type of product here. Same thing with the Shiny Star V Nessa set. Same thing that we were seeing there with the products that are included in these boxes. But let me just show you guys some of these products here. And you guys can tell me, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but this would look absolutely amazing on the shelf in any studio. Just an amazing collector's piece here. Just beautiful artwork. It kind of reminds me of strolling through the streets of Johto, in my opinion. A lot of themes here that resonate to me from the Generation 2 era, and there you can see all of the different Eeveelutions featured in this box set. Here's kind of a holistic view of everything that's included in here. So you'll have the deck box, you'll have card sleeves, you'll get 2 booster boxes of Eevee Heroes included in this box set. You'll also have a deck box in there as well, card storage box, and it looks like it will retail for a little over 11,000 yen, which shakes out to around $107 US. The rest of the world, I don't know where you fall in that spectrum, but around $107 US, which honestly, guys, seems like an excellent deal for everything that you're getting in here. And the creme de la creme, the biggest thing from this box, in my opinion, is this right here. We have an exclusive art promo card that will only be in this Eeveelutions box set. And they picked, again, arguably the most popular Eeveelution. We've got Espeon here. The artwork looks absolutely amazing. Now, it's going along with the theme of the Galar region. As you guys know, Galar is themed after England, especially early, maybe like 18th century England. And you could see Espeon in its VMAX form here, taking a snooze on somebody's home. But this card, guys, will only be featured in this Eeveelutions box. And I can tell you right now, just this card in and of itself is enough to make this box worth so much more than that $107 or 11,000 yen. This is something that is going to be huge. You guys hear me talk all the time about Japanese exclusive items. Well, this not only is a Japanese exclusive box set, but you can only get this promo card within this particular product. And it's one of those cards that immediately screams out to me long-term value, and it's just absolutely beautiful. The artwork is amazing. Pokemon is doing a better and better job, in my opinion, of just outdoing themselves every single set on the artwork, and including so much detail into every single card, and especially the more high-end cards, the more sought-after cards, much like this Espeon VMAX. So that is the big product that everyone is going to want to add to their collection, that is going to want to try to acquire from Japan. And we'll get to that later on, just how difficult I think that is actually going to be, at least early on. But yeah, this is going to be the big chase product here, and I'm going to be chasing it myself. I've already got some resources in Japan to try to acquire as much of these as I possibly can, both for myself as well as for all of you. So we'll see how that shakes out, and I'll get to that here in a little bit. But the next product, if you're not able to get this Evolution set, arguably the next best one here that might be slightly more available is the EV Heroes VMAX Special Set. So in here, this will have, I believe there's 8 booster packs that will of EV Heroes that will be featured in this special VMAX set, and it will feature either Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, or Espeon VMAX as full art promo cards. And then each bundle, it will include 8 EV Heroes booster packs in there as well. Looks like it'll be around 1,800 yen. So not too bad of a price considering, what you're getting in here. And, 8 booster packs, quite a lot for this set. And all of these awesome promo cards as well. But again, this is going to be really tough. We'll get into what we're looking at as far as allocations, as far as being able to garner these products, but that would be the next big one. The next big chase product here is the EV Heroes VMAX Special Set. Now, not to be outdone, we also have the Gengar and Inteleon VMAX High Class decks. Now, what's really cool about these is that they will feature 60 holo and reverse holo cards. Now that's pretty cool. That is difficult to come by purchasing just random booster boxes. Try to get that many holos and reverse holos. So really cool that you will be able to get this in these high class decks here. We'll go ahead and give you a little closer view. Here is the Gengar high class deck. Here we have the Inteleon. And look at the artwork on these. Again, guys, I have to step back for a second and just be able to appreciate how amazing this artwork really is. Here's everything that is going to be featured in these high-class decks. So everything, similar to what we've gotten in the past. We also have some reprints in here of some other cards that we've seen in previous sets. And we'll just kind of scroll through some of these cards. This one will also be in here. This is Adventurer's Discovery that will be in these high-class Gengar and Inteleon VMAX decks. Now, the last thing here, and this one doesn't touched on a whole lot, but starting from May 8th and running until August 7th, you will be able to get, with the purchase of specific products at the Pokemon Centers in Japan, a jumbo card here of Pokerun Channel's Pikachu and Friends. Now, jumbo cards are becoming more and more popular among investors, collectors, everybody out there, especially with a lot of the 25th anniversary jumbo cards that we've seen this year. I've seen so many people taking more of an interest in jumbo cards. So this could very well be something else that would be a huge product as far as everything that's coming out for the EV Heroes collection, all the products being released around that. This would be something that I would also highly recommend that you try to acquire one way or another to add to your collection, to hold on to for a long-term investment, to maybe have graded. This is another great product here. So that's pretty much going to do it for everything that we know thus far as products that are revealed, cards that are revealed for EV Heroes, as well as other products that are going to be released around the same time as this new set coming out at the end of May. Now let's go ahead and jump into some of the facets that you're probably not aware of when it comes to this product on release day. And you're probably asking yourself, well, how hard is it going to be to try to get these products, especially if you live outside of Japan? But what you'll see is even living in Japan, this is going to be a very, very difficult series of products to try to acquire. Now, what we know so far, now this is not just hearsay. I have gotten this information from several resources from people that I know in Japan, people that work very closely with Pokemon and the Pokemon Center. And what we can tell so far is that the EV Heroes, especially the Evolution set, that box set, this will be by lottery only. And it's only going to be available online at the Pokemon Center. So what does that mean? basically you will be able to put in to try to buy these Evolution sets. And if your name is drawn, you then have the opportunity to go in and buy a certain allotment. You can't just buy them out, but a certain allotment of the Evolutions box sets. And because it is going to be released online, there's no way that you can pick this up at MSRP from a store, because that is the only medium that you're able to do so. And this also goes for the VMAX boxes as well. So it's not just the Evolutions box set, but also the VMAX box sets, for the Eevee Hero set as well. So very, very difficult again to come by, guys. More than likely, especially for myself, I'm probably going to be picking these up from secondary market sources. We will really have to wait and see where the price shakes out on or after release day. That's really where I think most of us will be able to pick these products up. And that's really for people being able to pick them up for us in Japan. So for my resources in Japan, they will more than likely pick these up from the secondary market and then, you know, resell those to myself or to some of the other, third-party dealers here in the United States or elsewhere in the world. So again, it's going to be tough to come by. Now, that's not to say that we may not have more waves later on down the road, but for right now, these are going to be very, very difficult products to come by. But I can assure you guys, I'm going to do my absolute best to try to get these into as many hands as possible. I've already told my resources in Japan I'm ready to buy as much as I possibly can to try to help you guys out, and also to add to my collection as well, because again, we're going to get to this here soon. This is going to be a set that you are going to want to hold on to for the long term, because I think it has so much potential. Now, as far as when we might be able to see this as part of an English release, more than likely it's going to be in our August set. So we've got Chilling Reign coming out in June. We will have another mainline set in August. More than likely Eevee Heroes will be a part of that August release. Whatever it may be, we will probably get whatever cards were not in Chilling Reign from Jet Black Spirit, Silver Lance, and even Matchless Fighter will probably be included in that August set as well. So for the rest of the world, that's when I would be expecting to see a lot of the cards from Eevee Heroes is probably in that August release. Now, with this set in particular, as I was saying before, this is a set that I think has more appeal to collectors. I've talked to my friends who are into the competitive scene of the TCG, and there are some playable cards in here, but not as many as you would expect for a very popular release. And I think Pokemon definitely is appealing to the collectors on this one, and I think it's something much like Evolutions was for us back in 2016. All the collectors out there are going to be very, very happy with this particular set. And last but not least, I cannot end this video without at least giving my take on what I think the investment potential of Eevee Heroes in general, but more specifically the Evolutions box set and the VMAX boxes have over the short term and the long term. Now, just to start it off, guys, I've been talking about Eevee Heroes for a few months now. When we initially saw the first releases of the dummy packs and the first inklings of what we might expect for this set, I knew this was going to be something that is huge. You've got a series of Pokemon that are arguably some of the most popular in the entire hobby, and that is Eevee and all of the Evolutions. And when I started to see the artwork that was included on the Evolutions boxes, I knew this was something that was on par with some of the past great collector sets that we've had, and this is no exception, guys. And I think it actually goes above and beyond anything that we've seen, at least in the last 5 years or so. So I think it's going to be huge in both its short-term and its long-term prospects. I think that it's going to be difficult. Obviously, it's going to be difficult to try to garner in the beginning, and I think that's going to lend to even more of its value over the long term, especially if we don't see very many waves of this. It's already very difficult to try to garner Japanese exclusive products, and If they're not doing a bunch of waves in Japan, then that is only going to lend to this product's overall value. In a nutshell, if you were to ask me, PokeNav, what do you think about the price? What are your predictions on this? I can realistically see that the Evolutions, specifically the box set, I can see that going for well over $2,000 in the next 3 to 5 years. And that, if you really think about it, that's a pretty conservative number. I mean, we can look back at the Nessa box set that is very similar to this, the Shiny Star V Nessa box set that was released not too long ago, 6-7 months ago, and that box set is already retailing for over $400 at this point. So 3 to 5 years from now, with this Evolution set that is already so popular, already so difficult to come by, I think it's a very conservative estimate there to see this box at over $2,000 in the next 3 to 5 years. So again, if there's any way that you can acquire this, I'm going to do my part to try to help out as many people as I can in trying to get this product, and really all of these products in general, not just the Evolution set, but the VMAX box sets, the booster boxes of Eevee Heroes, all of these different things. I'm going to try to do my best to help you guys out. But again, if you can get these, I would hold on to them for the long term, because I can only see these going up in value pretty tremendously over the next 3 to 5 years. So that is going to do it for today, Nav Nation. Let me know what you think of this newest set, Eevee Heroes, as well as all of the products that are releasing around this new set. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I would love to hear all of your feedback. Other than that, guys, I will see you all next time. My name is PokeNav. I'm here to help you navigate the world of Pokemon one video at a time, and I will see you all in the next video.